Now, you've probably seen some of the best brawlers to play right now kind of videos, but let's be real. If you've seen one, you've seen like 15 of them. What everybody really wants to know is, what are the top 5 best and worst brawlers to date? Don't act like it's just me, you clicked on this video too, okay? Now, I've heard that nowadays there's like these fancy schmancy apps to help you out. In today's Starr Park world, which brawlers, regardless of gender, would get a swipe right, and which one would just get their note thrown away? To date or not to date? That is the question. Now, having perhaps a bit too much danger on the agenda puts Dynamite at the bottom of the pile, so Dynamite is our first swipe left. Because let's be real, nobody wants to touch that canary when there's a possibility that it just might explode. Now, I realize that some of you may be into danger, but he's taken it perhaps just a bit too far. And that Dyna Jump star power? Honestly, who does he think he's impressing with all those attempted double jumps? Always starting off the match just like he's God's gift to track and field. At least one of his gadgets is stunning, at least in the right hands. However, that can't make up for the inferiority of his spinner gadget that I guess is supposed to be dangerous? Now, if you are looking for a little danger and adventure though, Spike is definitely a good bet. Now, Spike could go either way, but he's got more pluses than minuses, which puts him at the bottom of the best. Now, he can be a bit prickly at times, so if you're looking for someone to snuggle and hold hands with, then maybe Spike's not for you. I mean, cute, yes, but cuddly, not so much. But he does have a brilliant personality. He is low maintenance as well, which is pretty awesome on the dating front. I mean, literally, you can just sit him in a sunny window and forget about him. Also, he's an amazing listener, and that's something that you don't find very often. That being said, the only talking or listening going on with this next brawler would be among themselves. Now, no one wants to take a third wheel out on a date, but that's kind of built in with Larry and Lori.
Is that one of them French trois thingies?
No. Just no. They're so involved with each other that they won't even leave each other's side. And that, my friends, does not bode well for a romantic evening with just you and Larry. Or you and Lori. And if you did start to like Larry or Lori, well, I mean, don't get comfortable because they're always swapping. Now, I've heard of twins trading places, but I don't think this would be a great option on a date. Not to mention the fact that they're robots. There's no personality, it's just programming. And do you really want to cuddle up with that? I mean, ultimately, the question comes down to how cozy can you really get with the robot?
Oh, I'll tell you, because the other day
No. Whatever. You could, however, definitely get cozy with our next brawler, Pam. Now, the closer you get, the more intense she becomes. So if you're just looking for a casual relationship, then yeah, this one's not for you. She's always wanted to lift up and heal people that she's with. You raise me up. And if someone perhaps gets on your bad side, well, she's there for extra support, providing that extra squeeze if needed. And her mama's hug star power says it all. I mean, who doesn't love a good hug? And mamas are the best. I should know. Pam is definitely a mama that you'd like to... A mama that you would like to swipe right on. But Mortis? Yeah, Mortis is a definite no. With or without the hat, and although I do prefer him with a hat, he's still a mortician and a vampire. I'm pretty sure that none of us are even his type. That is to say, we're alive. Now, being a vampire aside, there are other character flaws here as well. Like, why is he always in such a hurry? Dashing around, running into walls, it's like he would rather be somewhere else. His greatest downfall, however, is that he's a ball hog.
Yeah, you can hog these balls.
Dating a brawler should absolutely be with someone who knows how to play Brawl Ball. And that's not always the case with the creature of the night. But nightlife isn't always all bad. Frank enjoys clubbing, and he would make a pretty great date as the next brawler on our list. First off, he's built like a Hemsworth with that chiseled square jaw that all the girls just swoon over. Or, I mean, so I hear. To quote his profile, he's a good-natured giant. At least he's not one of those green giants that are always just entirely too jolly. He'll take you out on the dance floor for a smashing good time. Now, while Frank may get you all sweaty on the dance floor, Squeak would just get you wet. And not in a good way, because who wants to get slobbered on? Dog drool. Need I say any more? I mean, I will, but I probably don't need to. Actually, you know what? I am a dog person. I love dogs, but dog slobber, beyond puppy kisses, it's just kind of gross. You can forget holding hands or just about any other physical contact because really, nobody wants to be covered in a sticky bomb of dog drool. Now, he is a blob of happy energy, but unfortunately, that blob would need to be dipped in chocolate just to even move out of this list. And even then, you can't really put lipstick on a pig. It's still just an ugly pig. Thankfully, however, Shelly doesn't need lipstick. As the starting brawler, Shelly is the brawler that you know the best, and that instantly puts her up in the number 2 spot for the yeses. Now, she might have a little thing for Colt, but hey, listen, everybody likes a challenge. It's just like a matter of convincing her that she needs a stud and not Colt, which is honestly easy enough. Now, it says here that she is reliable and tough, and that her fast forward gadget gets her there faster, skipping a few unnecessary steps.
Oh, you want to get there fast?
Anyway, her clay pigeons gadget gives her more range, which is perfect as long as she's on your side and not against you. All in all, she is just... Now, tied for number 1 on the bad date spot are 2 brawlers that you definitely do not want to mess with: Colette and Crow. Colette would definitely leave her mark if you let her, and honestly, who knows what else. Let's be real about this. Nobody wants love nibbles from Colette. Just one look at that smile and that's enough to scare most of us off. She has completely lost her grip on reality, so if you did date, you would definitely want to stay on her good side. And I think we all know about her history with obsession, so if you dated her, she would be immediately obsessed with you. And really, do you really want to go there? Now, as for Crow, you all know that I love Crow. He's my favorite brawler. I even kissed my iPad when I got Crow for the first time.
No! Oh my God, I love you.
Sorry about that. But as a date, I think I'm going to have to draw the line right there. I mean, first off, Crow's a bird. I mean, he's got a beak, and I'm not Peter Piper. That's not what I want to peck or pick a. It was a tongue twister, okay? I just don't think that anybody wants to get up close and personal with Crow. His profile says that he literally trusts no one, and that's honestly gonna make it a bit more complex on the dating front. If he doesn't trust anyone, would his skill with daggers and poison be worth the risk? Now, I've heard of Botox for crow's feet. We're not going there, okay? But poisonous daggers? That might be pushing the limits. All in all, both Colette and Crow are not worth the risk. But dating this final brawler would be worth it, and here's why she is the best brawler to date. Now, they say that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and while that's not entirely true, it is very helpful. And Piper brings something to the table that cannot be ignored. Pies. I mean, pies isn't the only thing she has to offer. I mean, she has also got like cookies and other treats as well. And she's also got that good old Southern charm, and everybody loves an accent. Or is that just me? Any accent just adds to the appeal. I mean, really, she could sound like a pirate, and I'd like her even more for it. A Southern pirate? How would that even go? I don't know, but I want to find out. Now, yes, her past is a bit shady, but that just intensifies her allure. I mean, maybe she is a pirate. Huh. Okay. And if that's not enough, just check out her Mariposa Piper skin. She is definitely at the top of the S-tier brawler dating list. So those are the best and worst brawlers to date in Brawl Stars. Now, if you were swiping right on a brawler, who would it be? You made it to the end of the video. See, you were making fun of me at first, and here you are at the very end.
Hey, you know they got your mans.